Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So, today we shall start one topic, that is ratio and proportion. So, do you know what is the ratio? What is called ratio? Can you tell anyone what is ratio? Anyone? Ratio? What is ratio? Ratio is the quotient of same kind of terms. That means ratio is the quotient of same kinds of quantities. Same kind of quantities is called ratio. Basically, ratio is denoted by this sign A is to B. And what is this? Is we have to read is this one as A is to B. What I told you? A is to B. A is to B. And then this first term is called antecedent. What is? Antecedent. And the next term is called consequent. What? Second one? Consequent. And first one is called antecedent. So, and this term is whole term together, we will call that A is to B. And this is called the ratio. And the ratio, always we have to keep the ratio in simplest form, that means simplified form. Simplified form, that means A is to B equal to, we can write like this, A by B. A by B. Suppose we are given one ratio, 12 is to 20. 12 is to 20. So, suppose the question is given, reduce this ratio into simplest form, 12 is to 20. So, how to reduce this one? 12 is to 20, that means 12 by 20. Now, we have to cut it both sides by, both the numbers by 4. That is 3, this is 5, final number is 3 by 5, that is 3 is to 5. Understood this one? Now, next thing, ratio will have no units. In ratio have no units. These are the important parts. Ratio have no units. Why? Because ratio is the quotient of same kinds of quantities. Suppose I am finding the ratio of 200 km is to 600 km. Then what will be there? What will happen? 200 km by 600 km. Kilometer cancelled out. Unit is cancelled out. Then after cancelling, we will get 1 by 3. That means 1 is to 3. So any unit is there in this ratio? Kilometer, meter, centimeter, or whatever may be. In ratio have no units. Understood? Clear? Ratio will have no units. But one thing is there. Suppose we are given two quantities. Suppose rupees 3 and is 2. We have to find out 50 paisa. 50 paisa. We have to find out the ratio between two quantities. One is rupees 3 and there is 50 paisa. So in this case, what we have to do? We have to convert the units into same, either paisa or in rupees. Clear? So which will be convenient for us? It will be convenient if we convert this rupees unit to paisa. 1 rupee equal to how much paisa? 100. So rupees 3 equal to 300 paisa. Very good. 300 paisa. Therefore, rupees 3 is to 50 paisa equal to, so 300 paisa is to 50 paisa equal to 300 paisa by 50 paisa. Paisa cancel, cut it, then it will be 6 by 1. So 6 by 1, that is 6 is to 1. Understood? This one clear? Now coming to the next point. Equivalent ratio. Next, equivalent ratio. What is equivalent ratio? I am writing two ratio. One is 3:4. So this is number A. and B number is 15 is to 20 and C number 12 is to 16. So total 3 ratios we have. One is 3 is to 4, second one is 15 is to 20, third one is 12 is to 16. Now after simplifying, let's simplify this one. 15 is to 20 equal to 15 by 20, cut it by 5, it will be 3 by 4, that means 3 is to 4, 12 is to 16, that means 12 by 16, again cut it by 4, it will be 3 to 4, so 3 by 4, that is 3 is to 4, so the first ratio is already 3 is to 4, second ratio after simplification it reduces to 3 is to 4, and third ratio after simplification changes to 3 is to 4. That means all the three ratios are same or different? Same value. So this type of these three ratios are called equivalent ratios. These three ratios are called what? Equivalent ratios. Okay, very good. Now, next topic, continued ratio. Continued ratio. What is continued ratio? If three terms A, B, C are such that these three terms A, B, C are such that ratio of the first two terms, that means A is to B, is equal to ratio of the next two terms B is to C, A is to B equal to B is to C, then these three terms A, B, C are called in continued ratio. Okay? A is to B. A is to B equal to B is to C. Next, comparison of ratio. Comparison of ratio. How can we compare two ratio? Suppose we have one ratio 3 is to 4 and another ratio is 6 is to 7. Now we have to compare which ratio is greater. 3 is to 4 is greater or 6 is to 7? Yes, tell.
We can do this with the help of fraction part, which is called equivalent fraction. First we will do fraction like 3 by 4 and then 6 by 7. Then we will do cross multiply and the answer is here.
No. These two terms are not in continued portion. Not in continued portion. We are comparing these two fractions. One is 3 is to 4, that means 3 by 4. Another is 6 is to 7, that means 6 by 7. That means we have to compare this fraction. 3 is to 4 equal to 3 by 4 and 6 is to 7, that means this is 6 by 7. So that means we have to compare these two fractions 3 by 4 and 6 by 7. So first one is 3 by 4, second one is 6 by 7. Now how to solve this type of problem? You see, for a fraction, here first fraction is 3 by 4. Now tell, 3 is called the numerator. You know, all of you? What is? Numerator. And 4 is called denominator. So for this type of problem, always we have to change the denominator 4 and 7 into same value. We have to change 4 and 7 into same value. So how can we find out that one? So we have to find out the LCM of 4 and 7. 1, 4, 7. LCM how much?
28.
28. 1 into 4 into 7 equal to 28. So we have to change this 4 into 28. So 4 into 7 equal to 28. In numerator also we have to multiply by 7. 21 by 28. We have to multiply 7 by 4. Then it will be 28. Numerator 6 into 4 equal to 24. So you see, now you see the denominator here 28. Here also 28. The denominator is same or different? Same. So only we have to compare the numerator value. In this fraction, numerator is 21, and in the second fraction, the numerator is 24. Now see, 24 is greater than 21, or 24 is less than 21.
24 is greater than
24 is greater than 21. So this number is greater than 21. So if we divide both sides by the same quantity, then the fraction will be also same. Now dividing by 28 will give the same result. Now 24 by 28, this fraction actually it was originally it was 6 by 7. So we get 6 by 7 greater than 3 by 4. So which fraction is greater? 3 is to 4 is greater, or 6 is to 7 is greater?
6 is to 7.
Very good. 6 is to 7 is greater, 3 is to 4. Understood? Understood this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Continue.
Now next topic. Division of a quantity. Suppose a quantity K is divided between three parts in the ratio A is to B is to C. Suppose the original quantity is K, and there we have to divide it in three parts: first part, second part, and third part. Then the ratio is given A is to B is to C. So how to find out the first part, second part, and third part? But this is the application of direct formula. So first part is equal to the total quantity is K into A by A plus B plus C. Similarly, second part, now take what will be second part? K into second part is B by
A plus B plus C.
very good. And third part tell
K into C by
A plus B plus C.
very good. K into C by A plus B plus C. This is the third part. So by this formula we can solve some numerical problems. Later I will be discussing those problems. Now going to the next topic. Suppose we are given two values, A is to B equal to 2 is to 3 and B is to C equal to 6 is to 7. Then we have to find A is to B is to C. This is one question. Two ratios are given to us: A is to B equal to 2 is to 3, B is to C equal to 6 is to 7. Then we have to find out the ratio A is to B is to C. So how to find out the solution of this problem? So first one is A is to B equal to 2 is to 3. So implies A by B equal to 2 by 3. Second ratio is B is to C equal to 6 is to 7. Implies B by C equal to 6 by 7. Now see what is the problem. In this fraction the value of B is 3, and in this problem the value of B is 6. Here 3, here 6. It's not coming same, it's different. So how to reduce this problem? We have to change this 3 and 6 into a common number. Common number means same number. How can we get the same number? We have to find out the LCM of 3 and 6. How much LCM of 3 and 6?
6.
LCM of 3 and 6 is 6. So these 3 we have to change it into 6. So multiplying by 2, it becomes 6. Numerator also multiply by 2, we will do 4 by 6. Here already B is 6, so we don't need to multiply it. We will keep 6 by 7 as 6 by 7. So the value of A is 4 value of B is 6, and in this problem the value of B is 6 and value of C is 7. Now combining these two fractions we get A is to B is to C equal to 4 is to 6 is to 7. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Now go to the next problem. Suppose A is to B equal to 3 is to 4 and B is to C equal to 4 is to 5, and we need to find out the value of A is to C. A is to B equal to 3 is to 4, B is to C equal to 4 is to 5, then we have to find out the ratio A is to C. So therefore A is to B equal to 3 is to 4 implies A by B equal to 3 by 4, one number. Second is your B is to C equal to 4 is to 5 implies B by C equal to 4 by 5. Give it two numbers. Now how can we find out the direct ratio of the first and third A and C? Just multiplying both sides of equation 1 and equation 2. That means A by B into B by C. A by B into B by C equal to, what is the value of A by B? 3 by 4 into B by C's value is 4 by 5. 4 cancelled out. B cancelled out. Implies here the upper part, what is remaining left? A. And denominator? C. So A by C is equal to 3 by 5 implies A is to C equal to
3 by 5.
3 is to 5. Understood this one?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? Understood? Understood? Okay. Now on what problem? Divide rupees 500 between A, B and C in the ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3. Divide the rupees 520, I'm keeping as 600. Divide rupees 600 between A, B, C in the ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3. So now see, A is to B is to C equal to 1 is to 2 is to 3. So total amount equal to rupees how much? 600. So A share, A will get how much? Total rupees is rupees 600 into A's ratio is 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 equal to rupees 600 into 1 by 6. Now cancel it by 6. 100 equal to. So A share is rupees 100. Similarly we will get the share of B also. Similarly B share equal to rupees 600 into B share, it will be 2 equal to rupees 600 into 2 by 6 equal to rupees 200. Very good. Similarly share of C share rupees 600 into, it will be 3 equal to rupees 600 into 3 by 6 equal to rupees 300. So A share, B share, and C share we have got. Understood this one? Clear? Okay. Now see, this is another numerical problem. The question is, a man divided rupees 90,000 among his 3 sons in the ratio 1 by 3 is to 1 by 4 is to 1 by 6. Then find the amount received by them each. In this problem, the ratio is not in direct form. the ratio is in the form of fraction. 1 by 3 is to 1 by 4 is to 1 by 6. So at first, what we have to do? We have to remove all the fractional terms. Okay. So how can we remove all the terms from the fraction? Here denominator is 3, 4 and 6. We have to find out the LCM of 3, 4 and 6. So 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. So LCM is how much? How much LCM? 12. LCM is 12. So we have to multiply each and every term of this ratio by 12. 1 by 3 into 12 is to 1 by 4
Into
12 is to
1 by 6
into
into
12 equal to 4 is to 3 is to 2. So suppose I am taking the answer A, B and C. So A will get A share equal to total rupees is how much? 90,000 into the ratio of A is 4 by 4 plus 3 plus 2 equal to rupees 90,000 into 4 by 9. Then after cancelling 10,000 rupees 4 into 10, that is 40,000. Similarly, we get share of B share rupees 90,000 into what is the ratio of B? 3. So equal to rupees 90,000 into
3 by 12.
3 by 9. 4 plus 3 plus 2, 9, not 12. Then how much? Rupees 30,000. Similarly, share of C share how much? Rupees 90,000 into in place of 3 it will be 2 equal to rupees 90,000 into 2 by 9 equal to rupees 20,000. Understood this one?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? Now next topic, proportion. Next topic is proportion. Suppose we have 4 terms A, B, C and D, and we observe that the ratio of the first 2 terms A is to B and ratio of the next 2 terms C is to D are equal. Suppose if A is to B is equal to C is to D, if the ratio of the first 2 terms will be equal to ratio of the next 2 terms, then these 4 terms A, B, C, D will be called are in proportion. What?
In proportion.
In proportion. If the ratio of the first 2 terms is equal to ratio of the next 2 terms, then the 4 terms will be called in proportion A, B, C, D. Okay. And now see. Similarly, suppose A, B, C, only 3 terms are in proportion. A, B, C are in proportion. Then A is to B equal to B is to C. Here is different thing. In the previous one, how many terms were there? 4 terms. But here only 3 terms. A, B and C. Only here what will be? These are only in proportion. Sorry, continued proportion. The ratio of the first 2 is equal to ratio of the next 2. A is to B is equal to
B is to
B is to C. A is to B equal to B is to C. Another thing is coming. A is to B, that means A by B equal to B is to C means B by C. Then B into B, cross multiplication, B square equal to A into C. B square equal to AC. So suppose A, B, C are in proportion, then B square equal to A into C. And B is called the mean proportion. What B is called?
Mean
proportion. B is called mean proportion. So B is called mean
Proportion.
proportional. So what is the value of B? B equal to root over of AC. So now tell So I am giving 4 number 3, 4, 12 and 16. These 4 terms are in proportion or not, we will check. We will check that whether these 4 numbers are in proportion or not. Now see, our ratio of first 2 terms 3:4 equal to 3/4. Ratio of the next 2 terms 12:16 equal to 12/16. Cut it by 4. 3, 4. 3/4. So 3:4. Now the ratio is coming. The result of the ratio is coming same or different?
Same.
Same. That means 3:4 is equal to 12:16. Therefore 3, 4, 12, 16 are in proportion. Understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So our class is over. Today up to this. Thank you everyone.
Sir.